The Intercept has some amazing new facts for us on U.S. militarism. So they explain about what we're doing in Africa now. They say, Africa has seen the most dramatic growth in the deployment of America's elite troops of any region of the globe over the past decade. By the way, did you guys know about this? I mean, I follow politics really closely for a living. And I was like, whoa, okay, I didn't necessarily see that coming. In 2006, just 1% of commandos sent overseas were deployed in the U.S. Africa Command Area of Operations. In 2016, 17.26% of all U.S. Special Operations Forces, Navy SEALs and Green Berets among them, deployed abroad were sent to Africa, according to data supplied to The Intercept by U.S. Special Operations Command. That total ranks second only to the greater Middle East, where the U.S. is waging war against enemies in Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, and Yemen. U.S. Special Operations were actually deployed in at least 33 African nations, more than 60% of the 54 countries on the continent in 2016. We're in 33 African nations. Why do you think that is? Now, we know the standard answer that the establishment would give us and that rubes who fell for it would parrot. Oh, well, freedom and democracy. Oh, we care about freedom and democracy. And human rights. Right, yeah. We care so deeply about human rights that Saudi Arabia is one of our top allies. Remind me how they treat women. Remind me how they treat atheists, Jews, minorities. Remind me how they're treating people in Yemen who they're currently bombing the civilians and don't give a fuck. In fact, that's the point, is to kill the civilians. They're not the best now, are they? What kind of a situation is Africa in right now? Like, oh, we're there to keep the peace. Are they all that peaceful? Is everything going smooth in Africa as we speak? No, how's Somalia doing? Somalia, we're doing a bombing campaign there. Doesn't seem to be making anything better. Mali, northern Mali is Al-Qaeda-stan right now. I mean, it's just packed with jihadists. How's South Sudan? Everything's going smooth in South Sudan, right? Wrong, to steal from Trump. It's a disaster there. The Congo still has massive issues. So we got all these special operations forces there. It ain't making anything better. And we're just wasting U.S. tax money. Why? Did you know we have over 800 military bases around the world at a cost of $100 billion a year? And we can't even get clean water in Flint. And it's not just Flint. There's a bunch of places in the U.S. where the infrastructure is so fucked up, we can't bring people clean water. We have our infrastructure gets a grade of D, according to the Society of Civil Engineers, and they do a report on it every few years. So our infrastructure gets a grade of D. Our airports are fucking falling apart. Our levees are in trouble. Our bridges are roads. Our fucking water system, sanitation, everything. Everything needs a massive, massive upgrade. But we got $100 billion to spend on random fucking bases in Burundi. I got nothing against Burundi. I'm just saying, maybe we could spend our resources in a more rational way. Maybe we can actually try to rebuild our country and we don't even have universal health care. We don't even have universal health care. And we got $100 billion for 800 or more military bases, we're in 33 African nations. And first of all, the majority of the American people can't even tell you we're there because they don't know. Good job, media. Second of all, why we're there? They don't even try to give you a reason. They just assume if you hear about it, you'll go, oh, freedom and democracy and human rights and happy stuff. Anyway, Saudi Arabia, you want more weapons? We're an empire, and we're a crumbling empire. And the people are fucking sick of it, man. We're sick of having 50% of Americans make $30,000 a year or less, while we have all the resources ever to nation build everywhere else, unlimited resources for the military-industrial complex. Over 50% of our discretionary budget goes to the military. We got money for that. We got trillions and trillions, over $14 trillion to bail out Wall Street, but we can't bail out the people. We can't bail out Main Street. This is what people are sick of. All the corporate welfare, the corruption in our government, the militarism. So we got to fight back against it. Because if we don't, it's a disaster not only for the U.S., but for the world. So we got to rein in our government. We got to end the corruption by getting the money out of the system. And we have to have a strong progressive wing fight back. Because things are so insanely out of whack right now. Now we have the information, so there's no excuse. Now we can get with the internet and the new free flow of information, now we can get all that to the people. So now there's no excuse. It's time to hear it and act on it and try to make this country and this world a better place. I don't want to be part of the problem. I want to be part of the solution, and I hope you guys will join me.